changing your life one story at a time. This is the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast with Editor-in-Chief Amy Newmark.
Hey, it's Amy Newmark with your daily dose of Chicken Soup for the Soul inspiration to make you simply happy. Happiness depends on a lot of factors, but one of the keys is being passionate about something. And for many of us, one of the things we're passionate about is our work. But what do you do if you lose your passion for your work? Here's what Lucy Colucci did as she related in a story from Chicken Soup for the Soul, Time to Thrive. Basically, Lucy needed a break. She wanted a job with no responsibility as she was burned out from her career as a dance educator. So for almost 2 years, Lucy hid in plain sight as a barista at Starbucks. She was looking for something easy, but the first thing she noticed was how overwhelming it was to learn the recipes for all the drinks. She actually brought in a journal to take notes, which she's sure was amusing to her coworkers. Caramel macchiatos were her nemesis. She always forgot to pour the espresso shots last. Nor did she get the hang of the drinks at the cold bar. Lucy apologizes to anyone who drank her smoothies, since she confesses that she spent an entire summer mixing them with vanilla bean powder instead of the protein powder she was supposed to use. For all its challenges, Lucy still regards her time at Starbucks as her extended vacation from work. It may not have been as easy as she expected, but it was what she needed, a break from being responsible for other people. For nearly 2 years, she got to have a job that required no planning prior to showing up for work, no phone calls to make, no emails to send, and no endless search for ideas, music, or costumes. She wasn't responsible for anything but showing up on time for her shifts and treating the customers well. Not to mention that she actually got to have dinner with her family, which doesn't happen often for people in the dance industry since the classes and performances tend to be held in the evening. Lucy also got to work with people of all ages and backgrounds, which was refreshing. Most of her coworkers were a decade or two younger than her, and they would invite her to their parties, where she would play beer pong or go to their outings, which might involve laser quest or karaoke. She also had one coworker who was a feisty guy in his 80s. Like Lucy, this gentleman viewed his hours at the store as a break from his own challenging life. Each weekday morning, he would check his troubles at the door and spend 2 hours smiling, singing, and pulling out the best parts of himself to make each customer who came through the door feel personally acknowledged. He was an inspiration to all his younger coworkers. Lucy says the best thing she got from her almost 2 years at Starbucks wasn't the pride she felt in the gleaming pastry case, although she admits that she loved cleaning. No, the best thing was that the job let her get out of her depression and reconnect with her ability to have fun. And then, because Lucy had taken enough time off from her real career, her career started to find her. First, a retired professional dancer started stopping by the Starbucks. She had opened a new dance studio and she offered Lucy a job there. Lucy said no, but it was nice to be recognized as someone who could go back into dance. After Lucy's time at Starbucks, she turned in her green apron and she decided to take a complete break from any type of work. She got some rest, she spent time with her kids, and she finished a manuscript she had been working on. And then she was ready. She went back to work as a dance instructor, refreshed, rejuvenated, and passionate again. Her sabbatical at Starbucks had reintroduced Lucy to herself. By getting out of dance and being an unknown person in a new place of work, Lucy had rediscovered herself and reconnected with what was important to her. And now she knows what she wants. Yes, she does want to be in the dance profession, but only if she can set firm boundaries on her work so that she can enjoy being a writer and a mother as well. Now Lucy says that she is one of those lucky people who get to do what they love and who love what they do. She concludes her story by saying, "Thanks for the coffee break, Starbucks." Oh, well, I can't do that because my job is all consuming. But I passed this story on for those who have a shot at it. Luckily for me, I'm still passionate about my crazy 7 days a week job. But if you're not, try Lucy's approach or something like it. There's a reason that so many large companies have mandatory sabbaticals every 10 years or so. You might want to read some more stories in Chicken Soup for the Soul, Time to Thrive. It really is a great book for getting you thinking about what you really want out of your life, which is why we made the book. So thanks for listening to the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast today. And come back tomorrow for Wow Wednesday for a story that made me cry, but does have a happy ending. It's one mother's story about waiting for her son to come home from his military service.